Did you know that women initiate nearly 75% of divorces, even when the men think they are doing everything right? Most guys don't realize what's really driving their women to leave, and they end up blindsided. So in this video, I'm going to show you the hidden reasons behind this stat, why good men get caught off guard, and the steps you can take to protect your relationship. We often hear stories about men who seem emotionally unavailable. They seem distant, closed off, or just don't want to deal with how they feel. And unfortunately, there are abusive men, but these men aren't the rule, they're the exception. Most divorces don't happen because the guy is some kind of monster. The truth is, the majority of men going through breakups are good guys. But they're missing one crucial piece, and it's probably not what you think. Here's what women most often say before they leave a relationship. I don't feel heard. I don't feel understood. I don't feel like you care how I feel. When a man hears this, he just wants to fix the problem, but it never works. She just keeps pushing the goalpost back, leaving a guy confused and frustrated. Here's what most men miss, and it's the number one reason good men find themselves in a breakup or divorce. They become completely tangled up in her emotional state. They mistakenly believe that by giving in, changing their minds, or doing anything to soothe her will make her happy. This gives her an unwanted power in the relationship, and it makes her feel unsafe. If a woman thinks she can emotionally steamroll you by crying or blowing up or pushing your buttons, she will lose respect and trust in you. So, how do you become the guy she can't live without? What women are really looking for is what's known as emotional containment. And it's just a fancy way of saying you can stand up for yourself, sort of. Yes, she wants to be heard and seen, and you have to listen and be a supportive partner, but you do not have to put up with any manipulation or abuse. Let me give you an example from my own life. One night I was sitting with this woman I was dating, and we got to talking about some sensitive subjects. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but it got a little heated on her part. She wasn't getting the answers she wanted, and she finally said, "Well, looks like we're gonna have a problem then." And instead of getting defensive, I just said, "I guess so, but I don't like the way you're talking to me right now." And that was it. But I could tell she wasn't used to being stood up to. The next day while I was making breakfast, she walked into the kitchen and told me that what I'd done the night before really surprised her, and that no man had ever done that for her. And she said something that helped me understand women on a deeper level. She said, "You put me in my place, and it made me feel safe." Emotional containment is about making her feel safe. It's counterintuitive, but you need to have a backbone, especially with women, to make them feel safe. But here's the key. You must maintain your composure. You can't lose your shit or start yelling and getting all pissy. If she sees you getting overly emotional, it'll have the same effect as giving in to her unreasonable demands. She will lose respect for you and she won't feel safe. You need to set the tone for how disagreements are going to be handled in the relationship. Setting boundaries is a fundamental piece that's missing for so many men. We think that giving her everything she wants will solve the problem, but it never works. To be clear, you're not responsible for her emotions unless you've acted like an asshole. Then you just need to apologize. What I'm saying is, you need to have clear standards for what's acceptable to you. If you think about it, if you had a friend you constantly disrespected and he never pushed back, then he kissed your ass to get you to treat him better, would you respect him? Would you treat him better? Probably not, right? And a relationship with a woman is no different. That's why you must be in charge of your own emotional state and maintain those clear standards for what you will and won't accept. Mastering your emotions is key to a healthy relationship and a healthy life. You stay calm and set the tone, even when things get heated. If you raise your standards for yourself and the people you choose to let into your life, you will attract people who meet those standards. You won't have to deal with drama because you won't be bringing drama to the table. That's all I have for you today. Drop your thoughts and comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.